Shabbat Shalom. Shabbat came again. Bim bam, bim 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 bam, bim 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 bam, bim bam, bim 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 bam, bim 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 bam. Shabbat Shalom, Shabbat Shalom. Shabbat, 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 Shalom. Shabbat, Shalom. Shabbat, Shalom. Shabbat, 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 Shalom. Bim bam, bim 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 bam, bim 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 bam. Bim bam, bim 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 bam, bim 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 bam. Shabbat Shalom, Shabbat Shalom, Shabbat, 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 Shabbat Shalom, Shabbat Shalom, Shabbat Shalom, Shabbat, 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 Shabbat Shalom. The day we've been waiting for has finally arrived, and we mark it by lighting the candles. Once we've lit these candles, Shabbat has begun. Oh, got a not very good match there. All right, try another one. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam asher kitshanu b'mitzvotav v'tzivanu lahadlik ner Shel Shabbat. Shalom Alechem, Malachei Hasharet, Malachei Elyon, Mi Melech, Malachei HaMelachim, HaKadosh Baruch Hu. Boachem l'shalom, Malachei HaShalom, Malachei Elyon. Mi Melech, Malachei HaMelachim, HaKadosh Baruch Hu. Baruchuni l'shalom, Malachei Hasharet, Malachei Elyon, Lai 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 Mi Melech, Malachei HaMelachim, HaKadosh Baruch Hu. Tzeitchem l'shalom, Malachei Hashalom, Malachei Elyon, Mi Melech, Malachei HaMelachim, HaKadosh Baruch Hu. Come in peace, you angels of peace, messengers of the Most High, of the Holy Blessed One, the source of all life. Come bless us with peace, you angels of peace. And when you depart, may you depart in peace. Peace, that state of rest, of absence of fear, of feeling held in God's love. We're going to come to that later in the Torah portion. But first we need to welcome in the bride. You ready to waltz? Okay. Lecha dodi likrat kala penei Shabbat nekabela. Lecha dodi likrat kala penei Shabbat nekabela. Shamor v'zachor b'dibur echad hishmi'anu el hamyuchad Adonai echad u'shemo echad l'shem al tiferet v'litchila lecha dodi likrat kala penei Shabbat nekabela lecha dodi likrat kala penei Shabbat nekabela. Likrat Shabbat lechu v'nelcha ki mekor habracha merosh mikedem nehesucha sof ma'aseh b'makshava techila. Lecha dodi likrat kala penei Shabbat nekabela. Lecha dodi likrat kala penei Shabbat nekabela. Let's rise and we'll welcome our guest, the bride of Shabbat, to come right in the door. Boi v'shalom ateret bala Gam b'simcha uftzochola toch emunei am segula boi kala lecha dodi likrat kala penei Shabbat nekabela lecha dodi likrat kala penei Shabbat nekabela. So usually when I sing Psalm 91, the righteous shall flourish like palms, I just focus on that verse of the psalm. But there's another verse that relates again to our Torah portion today. Oh, maybe I got, let's see, Psalm 92, a song for the Sabbath. And this is what it says. It is good to praise you, Adonai, and to sing to you, O exalted one. In the morning, because we woke up again, and we have a whole new day ahead of us. In the morning, we recount your loving kindness and your faithful presence while we go to sleep at night. In the morning, we recount your loving kindness and your faithfulness at night. Tzadik ha'amachar yifrach ke'erez bavanon yizkei shetulim bevet Adonai bechatzrot Eloheinu Yafrichu od yenuvon b'seva t'shenim v'ra'ananim yiyu lehagid ki yashar Adonai Tzuri velo avlatabo. This week, in the Torah. We're still in the book of Deuteronomy, and Moses is still talking to the people. You know, he's doing something actually incredibly revolutionary. He's talking about a society that is not run by kings who exploit the populace for their own wealth. He's talking about how to have a society where all the people participate in caring for each other and in keeping things fair and just. And it's a whole new idea. And he knows he doesn't have much longer to get this idea embedded in people's hearts and minds. But this week, our Torah portion begins with the verse, Re'eh anochi noten lifnechem hayom bracha uklala. And that half a verse translate as, see, I am giving to you before you today the blessing and the curse. And I have a commentary from a Hasidic commentary from the 18th century, Levi Yitzhak of Berdichev. And he goes like this. He says, see, I'm setting before you today a blessing and a curse. And he says, Levi Yitzhak says, it seems apparent that to say today, you know, why say that? It doesn't really add to the verse. It doesn't make any sense. Of course he's doing it today. And Levi Yitzhak continues, but it is known that the Holy One, blessed be he, and then he quotes a verse from Psalms, renews in his goodness each day continuously the work of creation. And Mechadesh, I just want to say it to you in Hebrew, Mechadesh betuvo b'chol yom tamid ma'aseh v'reshit. Every day, creation didn't just happen once, long ago. It happens every day. The world is being created every day. And so Levi Yitzhak is trying to explain this verse. He says that every day the Blessed One gives to us a new aspect, a new flow of grace from heaven, and that a person who serves God and knows that he receives upon himself every day a new knowledge, something that the person did not know the previous day. And that's what it means when it is written, see, I am setting before you this day. The reason it has the word this day or today, by way of the teachings of our sages, today, let every day be in your eyes as something new. Our verse wants to say, every day receive blessing and loving kindness anew. So let me try and put that into our everyday language. So he's saying, all of our prayers and all of our study is just trying to open up our channel that we inherently have toward the grander scheme of things, okay? Our blessing of being alive on this amazing planet. And I heard a Brian Greene, some kind of physicist talking on the radio the other day, saying, some people think that there's so many infinite universes and infinite planets that there must be another one where there's life. And he said that's one point of view. But he said the other point of view is the concurrence of these particular events that made life happen on this planet are so rare and so unusual that perhaps this is the only place in all of existence where life has happened. Now, when you take a big view like that, you begin to understand that we receive a blessing every day that we are alive. And even when we're not alive, blessing still flows to this planet, bringing forth new life and new creations. And so our Torah portion today is trying to say, wake up with eyes saying, ooh, how am I going to connect to God today? How am I going to connect to the exaltation in my spirit to understand that I am living in a miracle? I'm going to find something out new today that I didn't know yesterday. So we've all heard that old adage, you learn something new every day, but this adds the aspect of God's love and care, God's constant loving care flowing to us, and it adds the aspect of a new spirit every day. Mechadesh b'chol yom tamid ma'aseh v'reshit. He renews every single day, continuously, the work of creating. That's my blessing for you. I find it very exciting, and I hope you do too, and I hope you look for something new that you learned in your spirit this Shabbat. Let's sing our prayer for peace. O say shalom bimromav, o ya'aseh shalom aleinu, ve'al kol Yisrael, ve'imru, amen. Ya'aseh shalom, ya'aseh shalom, shalom aleinu, ve'al kol Yisrael, ya'aseh shalom, ya'aseh shalom, shalom aleinu, ve'al kol Yisrael, ya'aseh shalom, ya'aseh shalom, shalom aleinu, ve'al kol Yisrael, ya'aseh shalom, ya'aseh shalom, shalom aleinu, ve'al kol Yisrael, ve'imeru, amen. Let's take some of our fullness and send blessings out to those we know who are in need of strengthening of spirit or body. And we'll sing our prayer to them. Say their names, see their faces in your imagination, and send your prayer forth to them. Mi sheberach avotenu mekor habraha limotenu. May the source of strength who bless the ones before us help us find the courage to make our lives a blessing, and let us say Amen. שברח אמותינו מקור הברכה לאבותינו. Bless those in need of healing with refuah shlema, the renewal of body, the renewal of spirit, and let us say, Amen. I'm thinking especially of Joni and Rivka, and Barry and Evelyn, people we know in our community, and so many others in our own families. Amen. If you have someone in your circle, your family or friends who's recently died, or if you are commemorating a yahrzeit, we will say Kaddish, and please again mention their names. Yitgadal v'yitkadash shemei Rabbah v'yalma divra chirutei v'yamlich malchutei b'chayechon uvyomechon uv'chayei d'chol beit Yisrael ba'agala uvizman kari ve'imru. Amen. Yehei shmei Rabbah mevorach le'olam ul'almei almaya. Yitbarak v'yishtabach v'yitpa'ar v'yitromam v'yitnaseh v'yithadar v'yithaleh v'yithalal shemei dekudasha barich hu le'ela min kol birchata v'shirata tushbachata v'nechemata ta'amiran v'alma v'imru. Amen. Yehei shlama Rabba min Shemaya, v'chaim aleinu v'al kol Yisrael, v'imru. Amen. Oseh shalom bimromav, hu ya'aseh shalom, aleinu v'al kol Yisrael, v'al kol yoshvei tevel, v'imru. Amen. We'll lift up our cup. Baruch atah Adonai, Eloheinu melech haolam, borei peri hagafen. Baruch atah Adonai, Eloheinu melech haolam, asher kitshanu b'mitzvotav v'ratzavanu. V'shabbat kodsho be'ahava uvratzon hinchilanu zikaron lema'aseh v'reshit ki hu yom techila lemikra kodesh zecher letziat Mitzrayim ki banu v'charta Ve'otanu kidashta im kol hamim v'shabbat kodshecha ve'ahava uvratzon hinchaltanu. Baruch atah Adonai mikadesh haShabbat. L'chaim, l'chaim. Amen. And we begin every meal with bread, the symbol of partnership between God and the human. God creates the plant, the nourishing grain, and we, the humans, have to come along and cut it and thresh it and grind it into flour and knead it into bread. And here it is, the combination of human and God's work, making nourishment that God pulls forth from the earth. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam, hamotzi lechem min haaretz. Amen. L'chaim. Shabbat Shalom, my friends. Remember, every day when you wake up, a new flow, a new gift is going to come to you from God. Bim bam, bim 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 bam, bim 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 bam, bim bam, bim 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 bam, bim 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 bam. Shabbat Shalom, Shabbat Shalom, Shabbat 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 Shalom, Shabbat Shalom, Shabbat Shalom, Shabbat Shabbat Shabbat, Shabbat Shalom. Shabbat Shalom, my friends. I'll see you next week.